Hi everyone, thank you for coming to part three of our day two, our Dyslexia Awareness Conference. And we're down to our last speaker for today. Um, and so after this, I'll just announce some conclusions and then, um, yeah. So, her name is Amelia SHAFER. She's a high school student and the founder of Life with Dyslexia in Instagram. And so Amelia is sharing her firsthand experience with dyslexia and ADHD in the hopes to normalize learning disabilities and bring more attention to them in the education system. She focuses on educating parents and teachers to help them understand what it is like to have learning disabilities and share tips and tricks to help with everyday life. And so, as much as she really wants to be here, and I also want her to be here live today, um, her computer crashed, and so she can't get onto the Zoom, and she's been having problems with that a little bit recently, today or right now, so she can't um, physically and lively join our conference right now, but as a backup plan, she has provided slides and she has provided a video of her presenting. And yeah, let me just zoom through her slides here and then I will show you the video. Hi everyone, my name is Amelia. This is the only way I can get to record, so you won't be able to see my face, but my presentation is about my experience with dyslexia and how I learned from it. So a little bit about me. Uh, my name is Amelia. I am an 18-year-old high school student, and I am the creator of Life with Dyslexia. So you can find me on Instagram at Life with Dyslexia. Some history about me. I was diagnosed with dyslexia in fourth grade. After Wow, that was really nice to hear, especially from a perspective with someone that has experienced dyslexia and also even ADHD. And yet she still had the courage to start her own platform and influence everyone around her. And like she said, she's so sorry she can't be here live. She really wanted to, but you can always contact her as well. So, nope. Okay. So we're at the conclusion of our 2-day uh, Dyslexia Awareness Conference right now. So I just wanted to say thank you all so much for collaborating, for being accommodating, and for actually making this happen. Especially with so many inconveniences in the way, as with the timing and um, providing the information and everything. So I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone that contributed to our first ever event at Our Neurotruth of Life. We've had so many setbacks along the way, and people that are so interested that were actually interested in this conference but weren't able to do it. Um, so I really appreciate your consideration, even all that, and understanding, and still having this happen on a very busy weekend, but also a very important weekend for all of us. So, um, yeah, I want to just give it a round of applause of inspiration and inspiration to our guest speakers and some of your favorite organizations like Teens Tell, Step Up Texas, Synaptic Interaction, and even Neuroscience 100. Um, and so we had so much fun learning, and uh, it should never ever stop. So keep the curiosity, always be aware of dyslexia. And so if you want access to all these slides, especially the videos that were presented today, fill out the Google form and or just email us or DM us on our social media platforms if you can. That would be awesome, and we will send them right away if you want to. And also, it can probably be in our link tree as part of our dyslexia conclusion event. So, I said the break games, and we're gonna have winners. Um, and not everyone were winners today for each games, but those that actually participated and tried and actually got high accuracy, um, I want to applaud you, and I promised you your own shout out, and I will do so. So, um, there were no winners for today, but there were winners yesterday for two of our break games. Um, and those were the Myth or Truth wheel game and the crossword game. And so our winners were both by David Hopley that participated and actually got a good um, accuracy on the games that we have played. So I just wanted to go back to the, sorry, I want to actually go back to our game to discuss the answers of the type of dyslexia or not that I have just hosted. So, is it, for number one, is it phonological dyslexia or not? Um, this actually, for number one, it is phonological dyslexia, as is confused with um, the words that may sound the same, which is phono. Um, and people can be very confused by it very often, which is by phonological dyslexia. Prescribe or describe. Everyone can make that mistake, but it happens too often with people with dyslexia. Student has given instructions to write to report, and but gave the excuse sarcastically. So I put like a small hint that they, they gave the excuse sarcastically, not genuinely. So, sarcastically is the clue word. It means this is not phonological dyslexia. And so, uh, this would be like just a useless excuse not to do the work and the consequence of actually getting a failed grade. And so, three, rapid naming dyslexia. The task is name as many appliances as you can as you walk into the room. And so that's actually rapid naming dyslexia. There's actually a treatment for people that can't pinpoint the words or the letters to an object, um, especially in a slow time. So this is like kind of a little bit of the practice and treatment people with rapid naming dyslexia have. So yeah. And then this one with the foreign language, this isn't really rapid naming dyslexia. It's still more of not being able to be prepped for your work um, by memorizing or just getting the hang of learning a foreign language from English, which I know most students don't want to, especially if you have a Spanish or even a German, French class and you don't want to study the words, then yeah, but this shouldn't be a rapid naming dyslexia. It's more of a unpreparedness. So, double deficit dyslexia. So, when this person was asked to read the passage, slow gibberish, and it's all known as the most severe type of dyslexia. This is a double deficit dyslexia because um, it's involving two uh, characteristics of a person with dyslexia: not being able to um, hear and also get confused with the sounds and especially with reading as you go. So it should impact like the way you process, the way you read the words, and even how fast you actually speak the words, which can impact both of um, basically your skills for reading. So this is double deficit dyslexia. And so in the next one, student called out to read instructions, but the person is reading the words correctly with the right sounds, but in a slow reading pace. So this isn't really double deficit dyslexia and it's not too severe. It's just more probably of a reading skill scenario where uh, the student probably just needs more time uh, advancing his like reading skill and speed. Um, or if not, it's probably just another person on a spectrum, which isn't too severe to the point that they really can't read um, in the most accurate way, but still has improvements of actually reading in a faster pace as it goes on. And neuroplasticity can actually help with that. More skill, more practice, and then you'll probably have a faster reading time. Visual dyslexia. So a girl reading the flyer, that's actually visual dyslexia because visual dyslexia, it not only impairs like what you read, but also impairs like what you see in your sight. So in this example I was trying to find was a mixture like of double text or in and out text that person may experience with visual dyslexia. So people tend to give up if everything is so confused and not like in focus and just basically every word that you see, especially with text. So no, this part is visual dyslexia. However, a college student not getting enough sleep and has been decreasing in his concentration with headaches is not visual dyslexia. It just really needs more rest for the brain to process info and keep going. Um, so even though headaches and eye strains are symptoms of visual dyslexia, this in scenario is not visual dyslexia. And so just this one, dyslexia in general, um, trauma, both physical and emotional, can be seen as a cause. That is actually true for a person as a cause for a person with dyslexia. And yeah, it's often seen in adults than in children. So a person can usually be diagnosed with dyslexia as a baby or as young, but they can also be diagnosed with dyslexia maybe over time, which is why dyslexia you can't outgrow it. It's just yeah, it happens. And so the last one, a janitor, uh, being confused with what he's told auditorily, to go to the boys' bathroom, and then with the mix of words like PECS, if that could be an actual room, he would go in there and not fix his task. So that's actually um, it's a common case of dyslexia because people with dyslexia have um, they mix up their uh, not just the sounds of the letters or words, but also like how they perceive the letters in the words. Like that P can be a B, or that S can, or no, the O can actually be an E. So it's a lot of mix up of letters that people just don't understand once they like probably realize it is themselves like in a probably different language or like just being in their shoes. So yeah, let me see if I can go back. Um, I'm so sorry. And so yeah, that concludes our conference. And I just want to thank you everyone again for being interested. And all of these recordings of our guest speakers and our rare games, they will be in YouTube for everyone to watch. Since everyone I know this weekend is very busy, so I just wanted to take that into consideration for all. And wait for more announcements to come with Our Neurotruth of Life. And last time for this event, my name is Angelica Soswa. I'm the founder of Our Neurotruth of Life. And make sure to look at our Instagram account, our emails, Facebook, and social media platforms for uh, posts and research blogs to come, especially for next month. And so, keep spreading the word. Um, Debunk negative stereotypes. Don't try uh, keep learning, keep it aware, and live life in neuroscience. Bye, guys.